Hello everyone and welcome to YouTube Tuesday, session 12 with me, Jessica Brigden of Jess B, Creative Cardiology. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. I'm glad you could be here. It's a bit of a crazy day and I've been feeling a little bit zany, so to speak. It seems like summer is flying by and the days are running into each other and I'm like, what day is it? What time is it? Where do I need to be? Yeah, so if it's similar in your situation, life can be a little bit hectic. And so I thought fitting that we would play today with Stampin' Up's Zany Zebras stamp set. Hey Luann, how are you? Hello, lovely. Hi, Diane. Hey, Doris. Wow, awesome. You guys are right on time. I think I might be a minute late, but I was playing with my technology there, so getting ready to go live. So I thought we do playing with patterns, this fun designer series paper stack. It's a 6x6 pack and it's got incredible colors in it. My favorite, Coastal Cabana. It's got some Calypso Coral, a little bit of crushed curry, some purple posy, and some Night of Navy. So absolutely love these colors. And again, if you're feeling zany, then Zany Zebras has got you covered. And I thought it would be kind of fun. I was kind of prepping some ideas for this, and I noticed in this stamp set it says it's time to celebrate. Time to celebrate what? Guess what? It's my 14th Stampiversary. Yes, so technically my anniversary was Saturday. It's my stamping anniversary. It's crazy. I never thought when I purchased a Stampin' Up starter kit. And back when I joined, it was a fixed kit. So it wasn't really customizable. You had stamp sets, you got a Stampin' Scrub and a Stampin' Mist Cleaner. I think we had the wheels back then. Does anybody remember those? The roller wheels. We had Simply Scrappin' kits, which had like die cut stickers and different things. And so basically you got to choose, I think I got to choose a couple of my ink pad colors, but that was it. So things have come so far in 14 years. Our Stampin' Up starter kit now is completely customizable. You can get anything you want, up to $125, and you only pay $99. Guess what? When I joined, I paid like $350 for my kit. But it was an incredible value even at that, and even today you get so much more in it. Oh, thank you guys. Thank you for wishing me, I didn't mean to stick my hand in front of the camera. Thank you for wishing me a happy Stampiversary. Yeah, so I guess time flies, right? When you're having fun stamping and sharing what you love. And so here I am 14 years later. It's funny that now I'm doing classes and videos and everything online, and I've been teaching myself this technology. I've been learning code so that I can do my blog, which is I've got it where I want it pretty much right now, and yeah, just so many fun things that I've learned, and it's been an incredible journey. It really has. And it all started when, have I told you guys this story that my mom actually was invited to a Stampin' Up party with some friends of ours. I wasn't invited, my mom was invited. But then at the last minute, my mom got sick, but she had already RSVP'd and they had already counted her. So she says, just go in my place, they're your friends too, they won't mind. So I went, and I was like, what is, at the time I was a big scrapbooker. And so I'm like, what? Are you kidding me? I can stamp, I can add dimension, I can make these fun shapes and do all of this and not have to use flat stickers. Do you guys have any of those flat sticker albums? Yeah, I've got quite a few. So stamping just opened up this whole, expanded the world of crafting to me. I loved it. So of course I couldn't decide. I bought 2 stamp sets back then. I'm trying to remember what they were. I think one of the first ones I got was had little mice in it. I'll have to see. I'm pretty sure I still have it. I got one that had little mice, and I got something else that had some flowers. And then our friends, you know, we kind of started taking turns hosting, going around the circle. And after a few rounds, I was completely addicted. I was spending way more than I should. And finally, somebody said to me, they're like, why don't you join? I was like, really? What do I have to do? And they're like, you're already meeting the minimums, which I'm sure many of you do. And that's the cool thing about Stampin' Up. You can make it whatever you want. You can totally build a business. You can just enjoy the discount for yourself. You can do whatever you need. And when I first joined, it was pretty much just as a hobby doing so I could get my supplies at a discount. But at that time, my aunts and my cousins, some of my mom's sisters that had started saying, you know, well, you're doing all this crafty stuff. Why don't you teach us how to do it? And I was like, well, sure. You know, if you'll support me, then sure, I'll teach you. So they were like the first people that attended my very first class, which now that I look back on those cards, it was definitely the enthusiasm that shone through, because the cards I made were, they were kind of hideous. You guys remember, if any of you have been with Stampin' Up for a long, long time, the colors I used were pixie pink, so bright, fluorescent, like brighter than Magenta Madness. I had pixie pink, I had yo-yo yellow, and a real red. That was quite the combination. I should have dug them out. I wasn't even thinking about that. I'll have to save that for another video. But yes, so my technique and my stamping abilities have come a long way in 14 years too. So anyways, so I thought with today's set, it'd be fun to celebrate with all of you. So thank you for being here with me. And I am gonna put a plug. If you have not already, please subscribe to my channel here. Please share it with your friends and families who also enjoy stamping. I really appreciate that. And yes, let's get started with some stamping. All right, so let me flip the camera here. Oops, let's flip the camera. There we go. Either my fingers were in the way or it's just a little bit slow. I know there are big storms. We had some crazy thunderstorms that just came through, and lots of rain. Oh, yeah, Luann's like, let's just say the circus came to town. Exactly. Oh, and Doris is so sweet. Doris is on my team. She says she sent a surprise for me in the mail. Aw, that's awesome. Thank you, Doris. Okay, so we have our Zany zebras and our playing with patterns. And what I've also done is we've done a little bit of die cutting, and this is using the Tasteful Labels dies. This is one of my favorite sets of die cuts because you get all of these fun shapes. So today I've used this one, and I've done a little banner. And then I also did a fun little stitched scallop circle. That's what that does. It does both the stitching and the scalloped all at the same time. So we are using these three. These are the Tasteful Labels dies. And if you want, the little dies here are also bundled with the Tasteful Touches stamp set. So you can get them on their own or as a bundle and save 10%. Okay, so what we'll first pull in is some purple posy cardstock, which is funny that we went with purple posy because if you guys noticed my shirt, let me show you. I'll lift it up, nobody's looking. I've got lots of shades of blue and this bright pink. It's kind of a cross between the Calypso Coral and the Magenta Madness. So my intention today was to go with navy and Calypso Coral, which are colors in this paper pack. There are some fun Calypso Coral patterns in there. But I don't know what happened between that plan and actually cutting the paper, because I ended up with Purple Posy and Coastal Cabana instead. I don't know. Coastal Cabana is totally my favorite color, and no matter what I do, I end up making cards in Coastal Cabana. Yes. So what I'm going to do, we've got our Purple Posy card base. It's just a half sheet there there we go. It was 5.5 by 8.5, and we scored it there at the 4 1/4. I've got a layer of Night of Navy, which is 4 by 5 1/4. So we're going to adhere this on. Really nothing fancy, no super duper technique today, just fun and quick and simple. And let's see, we'll stick that right on there. So we've got a 1/4 inch border all the way around. And then how fun is this pattern? We're gonna use the stripes on the other card. But I love these polka dots. And so it's Night of Navy, but really with that subtle color, Misty Moonlight is like a perfect complement to that. So we're going to be pulling in some Misty Moonlight ribbon too. So this is cut to 3 3/4 by 5. Okay. All right, so quick and simple, fun, and then we'll pull in our Zany zebras. I'm excited about that. I've gotten this stamp set, so we've got that's our base. We've got that so far. So the Zany zebras here, these are on page 104 and the Stampin' Up! Annual Catalog, and they're so cute. They remind me of the zebra on the fruit stripe gum that I used to chew as a kid. That had flavor for all of like 3 seconds, and that was about it. But we're gonna make a beautiful card that lasts way more than 3 seconds. So I've cut fun label here from, like I said, we used this die from the Tasteful Labels dies, and it gives us this nice image here, and it actually does have a little bit of an embossed edge around it. I like that, a really nice frame. So for all of our stamping here today, we are using the Night of Navy ink pad. And with this one, let me just move this just out of the way here. I thought this would be fun to use this little guy. Isn't that cute? So I've already got him mounted on a block. This is the C block on there. His hair just about fits. I'm also going to use the D block. Yes, the D block works just a little bit better. But for now, we'll use this one. I'm just going to stamp that there, right in the middle. Nice and bright and fun. And then there is, if you're wondering what this little scribbly mark is, it's just to kind of ground him just a little bit. So I'm going to slightly place just a little bit of, there we go, right underneath, right underneath his feet so he doesn't fall over there. Okay, so we've got this. Let's pop this up on our card with some dimensionals. Oops. I don't know, I trimmed my nails this week. It's been getting dry and my fingers were cracking, and now I don't have any fingernails to grab anything with. I trimmed them a little too short. Oh, I don't know about you guys, but I am in desperate need of getting to the nail salon, but I'm not too anxious to really get out and about. I am getting my hair cut, trimmed tomorrow. Because my hairdresser finally has an opening. She's been swamped, and I thought it'd be good to get things trimmed up, freshen it up a little bit, because honestly, with the way things are going, when everybody goes back to school, we live in a college area with 3 universities nearby, and I don't know, I just want to be prepared in case something happens, and I don't know if things will do a full shutdown like they did before, but either way, I'm prepared. I'm going to get my hair trimmed tomorrow. All right, and then I've got this fun, like I said, the cutest little purple posy die here. This was the little scalloped stitched, see, it's got this fun little embossing around it, also from the Tasteful Labels. And on this, I thought it would be fun to stamp our It's Time to Celebrate. Celebrating with a Stampiversary card. Alrighty, cute, cute. And so we'll add some more dimensional. And I use every single bit. Your dimensional sheets, just go ahead and trim them right up. There is no waste here. And we'll do this. Isn't that cute? It's kind of leaning. Get that right up there. So cute. And then let's add some playing with patterns. I've got the resin dots, which come in the Purple Posy, Crushed Curry, and Coastal Cabana. And then we also have in this playing with patterns collection, we have the combo ribbon pack here with the 3 different colors. Aren't these fun? But you know what? You guys can let me know. Should I do, oh, I've got my spool kind of unwound. It's making a little bit of a mess. There we go. Get that ink pad out of the way before I end up with ribbon all through my ink pad. All right, this is what I got for just shoving it back in the bag. Okay, so I've got my Night of Navy ribbon all untangled here. So this is a 1/4 inch, actually no, I'm sorry, it's a 1/8 inch little navy ribbon, or I have my 3/8 inch or 1/4. I am off with I told you it's a zany day. So we've got 1/8 and we've got 1/4. And this is the Misty Moonlight. So I'm going to put a little bow up here at the top. Which color do you guys think I should use? Should I go with the thin Night of Navy? Or should I go a little bit thicker with the Misty Moonlight? Maybe I'll show you what it looks like and that will help you decide. Okay, Luann's saying Night of Navy, so is Diana. Hey, Carol. Oh, yes, I'm so glad you got to watch me live from Texas. That's awesome. Wow, okay, I think this is unanimous. Everybody is saying the thin Night of Navy. Oh, hi, Nidra. Yes, from Boynton Beach, Florida. Ooh, wonderful. Hi, Karen from Montana. Yes. Oh, I'm so glad you guys like these colors. Thank you, thank you. All right, so the thin Night of Navy, this is, again, this is the playing with patterns, the trio here, and we'll use the pretty Purple Posy on the next card. So I've got my toaster tongs, and we learned on Friday, in my Friday video, that Pampered Chef does carry these little tongs again. I am not a rep for Pampered Chef or anything, but we did learn that these toaster tongs are available, and I love them. So what I do with the tongs, and these are handy because you can stick them between your knees, or you know what, maybe this is a reason my little gut comes in handy. But you slip your ribbon around, and then you pull this string up from the back. This is going to come over, so it kind of comes over the front. You tuck it down the middle, up and around, and then you can slide it up and down, but we're going to tie a knot. So the piece from the side and the piece that came over the top are going to tie a knot here, if I can get my fingers to work. I know there's different ways of tying bows, but I really like the way that this one looks when it's done. So we'll just trim this off here. I'm going to trim that a little bit too. I can always trim it up a little bit more later. But then what's nice is you just squeeze the tongs and the bow comes right off, and it's the perfect little bow. Isn't that fun? So I'll take a glue dot here, and we'll stick our bow to the dot and add this right up here. Isn't that cute? Super fun. All right, my ribbon ends are odd lengths, so yeah, here we go. We'll kind of match them up a little bit. I think that looks good. And isn't that fun? Yes, Luann says it's so awkward when your nails are just the right length and it throws everything off. It's true. I trimmed them right down because I tore one on something, and oh, it hurts if they do that. So, Karen says, love those. She needs a couple sets of the toaster tongs too. Oh, you are a consultant. Okay. Yes. She said she's a terrible bow tire. Well, I like this too. These come in handy. Absolutely. Well, this is the first card. Cute little zany zebra with the playing with patterns in Night of Navy and Purple Posy. And let's see, the next one, I will use another fun combination from this paper pack. We'll do my favorite, Coastal Cabana. Again, this is a half sheet in 5.5 by 8.5. And we'll go ahead and fold that at the 4 1/4. And this time, since we did a vertical or a horizontal card there, let's do vertical with this one. I'm just going to set that out of the way a little bit because I am going to use some ribbon and I want to attach that first. But I've got a layer of Purple Posy. I cut this a 1/2 inch smaller. So this is actually 3 3/4 by 5. I wanted a little bit more of the Coastal Cabana peeking out from behind. So 3 3/4 by 5, and then our white layer is 1/4 inch smaller. So this is 3.5 by 4 3/4. And the backside of this fun polka dots is these beautiful stripes with the navy, the coastal, and the posy. And so this is also 3.5 by 2 3/4. Okay, so it's 2 3/4 inches tall, so that we've got a little bit of white space at the top. So we're going to glue these layers together first, or I guess we could say, well, see, we can't say snail anymore, so we'll seal them together. So the stripes are going here on the Whisper White layer, right down to the very bottom. And then we'll glue this whole thing we'll seal it to the Purple Posy. Okay. And then this is where that gorgeous Purple Posy ribbon comes in. I need to move my inky blocks out of the way. So I thought you guys can let me know. I was going to use Purple Posy across the seam here. Or I could use the textured Coastal Cabana. I was thinking the Purple Posy. Oh, we could do both. What do you guys think? How about we layer them both? That would look really cool. Yeah, I think that would be neat. Okay, so I'm gonna cut my Purple Posy and we'll adhere that first. All right, you guys are giving me the thumbs up on both. Yeah, in this case, the more the merrier, right? Okay, so I'm just doing a line of adhesive right down the sides. And then I'm gonna flip it back over here. I like to tape my ribbon to the back. And then you can just pull it tight, see where it is, make sure it's even. And then it's just tacked down there on the back. And the reason for that is that way when you mount it on your card, you don't have any like frayed ribbon edges sticking out the back. This is a much more finished look, and you don't have to go all the way around the card. It uses much less ribbon, so it lasts you a lot longer. All right, so let's do the same thing. You just cut your ribbon a little bit wider than your base. And we're gonna put this right across the center. And let's see, I might need to put just a little bit more adhesive right over top of our previous ribbon spots. Oops, I'm just about out of adhesive there. Better grab a refill. Let's tack this down. All right, I like the way that looks. I think that looks really good. All right, I need to grab a refill real quick so I can replace that. All right, so don't go away. Our new refills come in these cute little resealable, but I don't know why they need to be resealable bags because we're not going to reseal them. You're just gonna use it and throw it away, but I guess it's so that when you take your old one out, you can stick the old one in the bag and not get any excess glue on anything. And then another hint, when you're changing this out, sometimes you do get an extra little goo glob there on your dispenser, and you want to clean that off. Yeah, total booginess, but stick that in here, get it off your finger and clean it off your dispenser so that this works better. And then we just snap it, and the little holes here fit right over the top. There you go. Okay, and yep, you gotta wind it just a little bit. There we go. Okay. So we'll finish putting the adhesive on the back here. Oops. Tack it down just a little bit more. Come on, ribbon. All right, there we go. I thought that was fun having that 1/2-inch border of Coastal Cabana, nice and bright. All right, let's move the ribbons out of the way here. And for this one, I thought it'd be fun to use this little, the little zebra that's kicking up his heels. I love that. We have the greeting that says, "Kick up your heels." So I cut one of the little banners, again, from the Tasteful Labels dies. And it's got this fun stitching. It's the perfect size for this. So again, we'll stamp our greeting here in Night of Navy. Okay, and it fits perfectly right. Oh, I got a little too high. Let's flip it and try again. All right, that's better. That's what I love about cardstock. You've got two sides. If it doesn't come out quite like you want it to, flip it and you've got a second chance. All right, so we'll use a couple of dimensionals on the back of this. Just stick some of those edges. I'm gonna need new dimensional sheets too. Okay, so for this one, I want this to go like right here. I'm gonna line the little triangle, the little cutouts there, right on the seam of the ribbon. And then with our little zebra, I need a little bit of Whisper White. I've been on this like fussy cut kick here. We're gonna stamp our zebra in navy. Now there aren't any dies for this, but I think I can do this. Tell me I can do this, right? We can fussy cut. That's not too bad. Find my scissors. That's the hard part. All right. And we'll just come around. He's got quite the, there we go. Let me tear this off. There we go. So my paper is a little more flexible. Quite the little afro kind of mohawk thing going on here, right? It's kind of like my hair when I wake up in the morning. It's all over the place. Another reason why I need a little trim tomorrow. When it gets too long, I mean, my husband loves it long, so I don't think I could get away with cutting it too short. But when it gets too long, it starts to wrap around my neck as I roll over in my sleep at night. So I've been wearing it up in a bun so that I can sleep a little bit better, but even that kind of ends up with a little kink in my neck sometimes. So all right here around this, come on. All right, so let's trim that off. I don't need that extra piece. Make that a little bit easier to come around his tail, and I can trim this part up a little bit after I've got it all trimmed out here. All right, bear with me. I'm not a fussy cut. This is like, I don't know why I keep doing this to myself because I'm not real big on fussy cutting, but but lately I've been wanting to cut out some of these fun images, so. All right, so we're gonna cut this out and then we'll pop him up with dimensionals there. Okay. I think we did the hard part, we did the tail, so this should go fairly quickly now. Okay, and come around the feet. I know this is painful to watch. You're like, come on, just do it. All right, get rid of the excess. Always makes it a little bit easier. I know some people actually really enjoy fussy cutting. They do it when they're like watching TV at night. But yeah, not me. Doris, yes, Doris, you do very intricate work. Doris does a lot of fussy cutting. Her cards are absolutely amazing. Okay, phew, we did it. Oh, I need to just trim this tail up just a little bit here. Okay, looks pretty good. Let's pop it up with some dimensionals. And it looks like I have just enough. Put a little bit on his foot there. And then I can get it across the head, and that's it. That's every single one. So once I pop this up, so I gotta do it going up because he's kicking up his heels. How about we do that? That's kind of fun. And then we'll need some, so I don't think I'm gonna put a little knot or anything because we did the double layer, but this will definitely be where those resin dots come in. I think those will work. Those will work perfectly for this. So let's add some of these. I've used up all the itty bitty ones. So let's see, how about we'll do this. We'll put a little purple one, and then we'll go with a medium. We'll go with some, we'll add some crushed curry. That'd be nice and fun. Let's do this. Do that, and then a large Coastal Cabana. All right, yeah, and that takes up some of that white space just a little bit. But aren't they fun? I love these. They're pretty smooth, so not textured really, but they're nice because they're flat, so you don't have to worry about them costing extra postage when you mail them out. And I thought we'd touch up our Zany zebra just a bit here, so I'm gonna pull out my purple posy marker. Luann says, cute, you're killing my bank account. Yes, another must-have stamp set. Absolutely. Oh, so Nicole has a dilemma too. Her hubby likes long hair, but she does what she wants. Yeah, so I've kind of got a happy medium. I don't let it get too long, but I haven't gone short. I mean, let's see. I had a pixie cut when I was 4 because my mom cut my hair and she got a little carried away. You know, those homemade haircuts? Yep. And then I did done a cute little bob here and there, and I went pretty short after I graduated high school. That was kind of like my separating myself from high school type thing. But I don't know, for the most part, I like it long because I like to be able to put it up. I don't like it hanging on my neck or in my face. Isn't this fun? So I'm just using a little bit of the purple Posy marker. You could use your blends on this, but I'm just tracing some of those lines that are already there. Yep, so whichever you've got. And I think that just adds a bit of fun color. Should we do the other one too? While we're at it, I kind of like just an extra little bit of shading. So let's do this. Kind of color the mohawk a little bit and some of the stripes. So nothing precise, just coming in with a little extra bit of color. And we'll color the muzzle too. There we go. And can't forget the ear. Yeah, I think that's fun. Just a little something extra. Absolutely. All right. Oh, Nicole cut her just below the chin in May. Yeah, that sounds fun. Sometimes I think about doing that for winter because that way you want to keep your hair down and keep your neck warm. Yeah, so I hope you guys love these zebras. I thought they were so fun. And I love this paper pack too. The playing with patterns and the fun colors, and this ribbon is so gorgeous in the playing with patterns trio ribbon pack. So because it's my Stampiversary, I want to celebrate with you guys a little bit. So kudos to you for staying on and watching the whole video. And if you're watching the replay, then kudos for making it this far, because I have a fun offer that if you call or text me to place an order, I have a handful of bonus day coupons left over. And if you would like to place an order with me, so I would specify that yes, if you'd like to place an order with me, you do have to be a resident of the U.S. or a U.S. territory, because I can't sell outside of the, that vicinity. But call or text me here at 607-227-9381. Let me know that you'd like to place an order, and I will share that hostess code with you. And then you do need to use my host code when placing your order. So the coupon code and the host code are two different things. And when you're in the online shopping cart at checkout, there are places to enter both codes. So if you'd like to support me and share in my 14th Stampiversary and would like a $5 coupon code, no, Luann, I haven't specified that, but as to a minimum or not, but the $6.95 shipping charge does apply, so just keep that in mind. If it's in the US, it's 10% or $6.95, whichever is greater there. So just let me know if you'd like to get your hands on some zany zebras and playing with patterns or anything else on your wish list. So I do just have a handful of those, so don't wait too long. But again, just call or text me here at 607-227-9381, and I can help you with your order and share a coupon with you. So I do specify that is while supplies last. I just have a handful of those. So when they're out, they're out. So don't delay. Call me today. All right. I love you guys. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.